Hello everybody and welcome back to 3-2 Brew. Today we're going to be doing a bit of pre-modern testing that is coinciding with our Project Goblin guide. I believe we are on week number 4 now. And we are going to be taking version 1.5 through the ringer on just some random testing matches. This is a pretty stock and standard Goblins list for the most part. It's part of an overall project where I'm trying to understand and learn the deck more. If you've missed the previous parts, I recommend checking out the playlists. I'll try and link it above, but yeah, it's been a bit of a rough ride for me, to say the least. Goblins and I have not gotten along super well. I just don't think that I play this deck well. It doesn't like me. I don't know. I'm trying to keep a positive mindset though. So yeah, we have 34 goblins. One of the key pieces here is going to be War Chief, which is a banger and gives everyone one less to play, and it gives them haste. Ringleader is a great restock. Siege Gang Commander is a combo with Goblin Lackey. Dropping a Siege Gang turn 2 is not to be trifled with. Then a couple other flex spots like a Goblin Tinkerer to deal with Stifle Knot better. Only 2 naturalized main, but I got 3 Tranquil Domain in the side. So main board, we actually have 2 ways to deal with enchantments and 4 ways to deal with artifacts. 3 enchantment sweepers in the sideboard, 3 crypt, 2 pyroblast, 2 reb, 1 Caller of the Claw. This is a bit of a flex spot that was recommended to me for sweepers and such like that. And the Goblin King recently got slid into the sideboard in favor of the second sharpshooter in the main. 3 pyrokinesis, which I still don't love, but aren't terrible. So, and then the major change as well, I'm running 3 port, 2 wasteland here. So most decks run a 3-3 split. I think 3-2 is perfect, and having the additional green pip with a Mossfire Valley is not non-zero and can turn your pain lands into a pain-free red or green source. So overall, this is my Goblins run. We're doing it for just a bit of testing for a final video on the week here, but I'm also trying to make sure that we have enough action, and hopefully so people can see me play well or misplay with goblins. So I put out all the videos weekly talking about my testing. But yeah, this is going to be goblins, and hopefully it goes well for me. Hopefully play against some cool decks and also some meta decks as well. So if you enjoy my videos, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who watches. If you leave comments, I love responding to them. Let me know what I did wrong. Any recommendations you have, especially with this deck, please let me know. And I'll probably give it a test, as I've done with everything that's been recommended to me. So appreciate everybody who's been watching, and let's hop on into this next match. On the play here. Ooh. Now this is a dangerous opening hand. We only have 1 colored source. It's not wastable. But we do have some gas. I'm gonna give this a run. Let's see how it plays out for us. Fetch. Grab ourselves a mountain. And drop Lackey. I hope they have like a Birds of Paradise so I can just mog it away. Exploration. Okay, so they're on lands here. Please no exploration into a swords. That would just be devil. Okay. Elephant grass. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm gonna pay. Yes, I would like to pay. I'm gonna drop in Ringleader and see what I snatch off of it. Okay. Well, that's quite a good hit with what we currently have on board. So no complaints from me. They're gonna pay that cumulative upkeep. Smart move. If I can find a green source, we could be in action here. Maybe this is just raw Enchantress, actually. Maybe it's not lands. I got a feeling this is raw Enchantress. Not a deck I ever really get to play against, in all honesty. Okay, Argothian Enchantress. Let's see if they're willing to sacrifice the Enchantress for not taking a Lackey hit. Okay. I am going to put out Siege Gang. And then I'm going to waste them off of Brushland. Doesn't do a whole lot for us, but better than nothing. They're going to keep paying that elephant grass. We're going to keep letting them. Okay, there's a guile. Sarah Sanctum. Unbelievable. They just had it. And a worship. Okay. Into a plains. It's tough beats for us. Lackey. I will pay 2 to declare. Yes. Put a goblin permanent on the field. I think it's going to be War Chief, actually. And then I'm going to drop a Mog in here. I mean, they have enough permanents to pay for elephant grass. That's for darn sure. With just Sierra Sanctum itself. I really need to find a green source for this naturalize. Mm-hmm. At least we tapped, essentially ported their Sierra Sanctum at the beginning here. Seal it cleansing, just getting cycling through essentially. Undiscovered paradise, okay. Green source, please. It is not a green source. Port. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm going to drop in a ringleader, see if we can get some cycling through the deck here. Wow. Just all gas, no brakes right on top. Sharpshooter can go hard, but I don't know if I want to tap down. It's a very tough decision point. No, I think I'm going to chill. I'm going to leave up a Siege Gang activation in case they have a sweeper. We really need to find a way around this worship currently. And it's literally just a green source. So if we can find a fetch land or whatever, life would be a lot better. Not being able to attack with elephant grass sucks, but it is doable for us. Okay, another seal cleansing, just basically a free cantrip. 2 mana, draw a card. Go up top with a goblin token. I don't know how many sweepers they have in their deck. Okay. Me gem palm. Target siege gang. Okay. No. Okay. Wow. Tough crowd here. We're gonna have to leave an activation down, but that's okay. No land kind of hurts in this specific position. They gotta pay what? 5? They got more than enough on the Sanctum. Not being able to hit this Enchantress kind of hurts. Okay, there's the Enchantress's Presence. So they're going to be drawing crazy amounts of cards now. Second Sarah Sanctum. That is so nasty. Okay, Sterling Grove. They're going to be able to go get like a ton of stuff now. Not finding green really hurt us here, sadly. We had the answer in our opening hand. Another Argothian Enchantress. They're about to draw like their whole deck. No? I'm going to go up top here. I'm just going to go up top as well. Okay. Man. We are getting absolutely dookie luck right now. Huh. I'm just sorry. I'm just sitting here thinking about what I want to do here. Okay. Clean up. I'll discard the Tinker. They get their Brainstorm. Probably going to pay with their Sanctum. Okay, yep, just another Sanctum activation. I am going to tap down. Whoops. I'm going to tap down their planes here. Say go ahead. That way we leave up a Siege Gang activation. Wow. I mean, we had such an ability to stop this. We're not completely, like, we're not dust yet or nothing. There's a fetch land we'd be killing for right now. Just 4 draws. It's so sick. Character's just really cool. I like it a lot in this format. Fetch does help the overall cause, though. Okay. Not, they don't want to get in with their Argothian Enchantresses. Sad day. Go up top with one of the Goblin tokens. Tap. Untap. Deal 2. Okay. Man, please, why are you doing this to me? Okay. We got a full grip of cards. I think we just gotta chill. The green splash is really kicking us in the patukas right now. Okay, they get their brainstorm. Well, it's not really a brainstorm. It's kind of like a top of the library brainstorm. In a sense. They just let that die. Okay. Well, in that sense, then I'm gonna tap down their Sarah Sanctum. I want to tap down their planes as well. I think I actually do. Another Miri's Guile. They haven't had to move to discard really yet. But once they do, they're just going to have replenish out the wazoo. We're going to basically need to win with worship on the spot. It's going to be the toughest part about all this. Like we need basically right here, right now, we need green source. And if we get that, we have the ability to win. Sorry if that gave anyone a head hurt and brain moment. I mean, theoretically, they could deck themselves. I'm just going to go on record with that one. We can find green source right here, right now. Life would be good. Sorry, I need to look at their battlefield here. So they're in cleanup. Oh, they're not. Oh, no. Come on, man. This is so frustrating. We had this game. Like, we actually legitimately had it. They can just exile the entire field. Seal of cleansing. Come on. This is extremely frustrating. Yeah, I'm just gonna F6 through this. Just never found a green source. Watch this though. We're about to have a green source off the top here. Opalescence. Yeah, GG's. Alright. You draw a card. Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. All right. It's a cruel world sometimes. That's just the way she goes. I do think that maybe not a full crypt setup, but some crypt plus a tranquil domain here. Tinker is not going to have any run. Mog fanatics are strictly worse because they can't block anything. And actually, you know what? I'll just bring in another crypt. All right, on the play here for the second one. I know this is another stupid hand, but we got to try and run what we got. I don't know if this is the best move, but I'm gonna drop Lackey and let's see. Okay. Maybe this should have been a mulligan. Yeah, it should have been a mulligan. That's what I was afraid of, but I didn't fully know. Well, we kept a hand on that strength. Honestly, I probably should have mulliganed everyone. That's my fault. I got a little greedy there. I knew it, and I just continued on being greedy. Wild growth. Yep. Miri's Guile. We're about to get buried under a value engine. We'll cast out the crypt. Give them some fodder to hit. For a 24 land deck, we don't really find that many lands. At least that's how it feels. I don't know. I'll consider trying like a red-white build of this deck and just like running like Weathered Wayfarers. Sanctum. Presence. Guile. Yep. And Exploration. Okay. Wasteland. Not the worst thing I've ever seen. Go take out the Sanctum. Keep it pushing. Drops them back down to 3 mana. Doesn't really matter though, because they got a Guile, so they have tons of opportunities to interact here. I'm just going to F6 through. Don't want to have to do a whole lot with it. Yeah, this is my fault, everyone. I knew that this was a risky hand, but I wanted to at least run it and make them have it. I should just assume with this deck most likely that everyone's always going to have it. That's kind of how it feels. I don't mean that to be negative at all. Double Sterling Grove. Yep. All right. GG's. We're not going to be able to get out of this, and we're already buried. So we dropped 0-2 to Enchantress for the first match. Let's hop over to match number 2 here. On the draw here against Nick Balls, we had a really poor keep in the second game of that previous match, and you know, I just didn't read it correctly. This is another very interesting hand. I hate to mulligan these hands, but at the same time, like, I guess we could sit and do a control roll. I like to see 3 lands in my opening hand with this deck, personally. Underground River, or a sleight of hand. We got some fun action coming on here. Very interested in this. Ringleader's not what we wanted there. Just want to be very, very clear with everyone. I like Ringleader a lot, especially when I have 2 War Chiefs at hand, but not when I have short on lands. This could be blue-black Naught. This could also be Psychotalk. I love playing Premodern because everyone got the OG card frames. I got a lot of respect for that. I don't all the time. Oh boy, they missed a land drop. I'm not going to miss a land drop, but I am very much at risk to miss a land drop. All right, we're going to hit in. I'm going to drop Pile Driver. Only because I want to get this party started. Getting in for 4 turn would be quite nice. But we're going to start porting then. Unless we draw a red source, then we'll probably War Chief into Ringleader. Or War Chief, Ringleader. Because that's just how we like to roll. Another opt. City of Brass. What are you doing over there? Doing a grow a target strategy? What are they getting into? Okay. No decisions from them. Deck, you really, really hurt me. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. It is hard to love you sometimes. Tap down that City of Brass. Little wing con action. All right. We just need to see a land off the top here. Any land that is not forest. Please. They're going to take my... Yeah, naturalize. They see the gas I'm working with now. Okay. That is... good? But we're in a position right now where I can just continue to keep him on 1. Next turn we hit him for 4. It's not quite lethal. All right, we'll run a gamble here. This lackey allows us to develop potential lethal on board, or they are forced to deal with it. Lotus Petal. Is this some kind of storm plan? Oh, man. Cydia Brass. Are we about to just die right here? What do they got? Ill-gotten gains, maybe? Cunning Wish. Okay. Cabal Ritual. On top of that. Okay. This deck's doing a lot of wild action. I'm here for it. Just want to make it very clear. I am very much here for it. Hunting Pack. Okay. Okay. So this is that Hunting Pack Storm deck. Interesting. Um, just want to ask them to be, nice about it. There's nothing we can do. We're stuck on 2 mana. We're pretty much dead, you know? Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to line up blacks. They have enough beasts here to do quite a bit of action against us. I should have tapped down their Cydia Brass, but we're kind of in a position where it doesn't matter as much. Tap down their Cydia Brass here. Gonna deal 1 to them. Not quite lethal. Gonna put a Goblin Lackey on him. So we're not gonna be able to punch through here. Yeah, we're dead. GG's. Only gave him 1G. Okay. Pyrokinesis. Pyrokinesis doesn't even get where we need to go, though, because this is a storm deck. Crypt, I guess? Tinker isn't horrendous. Fanatic's pretty bad. We're going to take the play for sure. This is actually a pretty interesting hand, but I'm going to mulligan it. Not this again. Please, God, no. Please, don't make me keep this. This hand is good. I'm going to bottom the incinerator. The stress that I feel when I keep a hand like this is very much real. I feel legitimate stress. All right, Lackey is going to get in for a hit here. I'm going to hit. Okay. Drop in a Siege Gang. And then I'm going to drop a Pile Driver. I hope we can just get under him. Yeah, gotta try and get under you. Another war chief here would be nice. Like if I could get another land and then war chief. I really do wonder, like, am I not at 24 lands? I'm just literally just trying to figure it out. So I'm not like 110% sure if I am, because I just don't find the lands I think I should find. Obviously, I kept the 2-lander, but still, for what this is. Another blue for an opt. They're at 18. We're going to get plus 5. So that'll be times 5, so it'll be 10, 11. It's going to be close. Land? No. Attack with everything. One. I'm not even going to muck about here. Just going to sack Gabo. GG's. Alright, we took him on the play there. It's going to be tough on the draw. I think we go back with the same deck. Alright, here we go. We are not going to keep that. The old goblins beat anything. I have had some poor results with this deck, which is not a lie. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to bottom Carplusion Forest. I think I am the sole person on Earth with that issue. I really do. Double port, very interesting. Just going to play Tinker and go, or Mountain and go. Look at the curve into Tinker here. I mean, Beast Storm can go like anytime. That's the crazy part about it. Well, you returned late there, Monk Fanatic. But that's okay. I still believe in you, buddy. I don't know if this is the correct access to try and interact with them on. Like, I don't know if Goblin Tinker actually gets us where we need to go. Yeah, there's just the LED. Yeah, they're just going to storm us. Wow. Whoa. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa there, buddy. Triple LED. I can never play this deck because I don't own LEDs in person. Never will. Yep, sack their LEDs. This is a sweet deck, by the way. I want everybody to know that. Like, I really, really, really think that this deck is sick. Then they're just going to hunting pack us with a storm of 7. Yeah, GG's. We got absolutely diced up by hunting pack storm. And we took a 1-2 loss. So it's going to happen. Sweet deck, though. Love hunting pack storm. Really, really gnarly. I forget the name that I was told for it, but yeah, just a turn too slow with the Tinker. So on the draw, it's going to happen. Let's hop on over to the final match here. Final match here, and we are going to be on the draw. We have a decent curve out here. I think I'm going to keep this. We got a 1, 2, 3. We draw a land in there. We even have a 4 if everything lives. Island coming in tapped. Portent. I'm feeling mono blue control, like mono blue tide, or I'm feeling not. If it's not looking good for me. Is what it is. Pile driver is fantastic. We'll drop down our Fignatic and keep it pushing. They thought about dazing that. Now that's interesting. Yep, there's the knot. Was all for naught. And GG's. Alright, well they just comboed us out. Nothing we can do about that one. Let's see. We're gonna definitely want to be fighting on that axis. Gonna take out my fanatics in this matchup, and I'm gonna bring in my pyro and rebs and keep it pushing. Alright, we're gonna take the play for sure. It just doesn't do enough. I can get away with this. I can get away with this. I will keep this. I think I'm gonna bottom. I'm gonna bottom a mountain. Mountain into lackey. Drop down a pile driver. I don't know what the percentage matchup is for this, for Dress Crew, what they put out. I assume it's not good. We do have some game, don't get me wrong. But it's not like fantastic game or anything. So it's a bit difficult on that front. Maybe I should have put the second pile driver to the bottom. But I gotta do what I gotta do. I really don't like how these new lands don't have a little mana symbol on them. And a Hydroblast. Okay. We're going to take that, and then we're going to drop in a pile driver. We're going to attack in with our pile driver. And we're going to play a second pile driver. Counterspell, okay. They didn't have the turn 2 knot. Gem Palm Incinerator as well. It's not one of our good draws in this matchup, sadly. This knot package is just so powerful. It really is like fantastic. That's a bit cracked. I think I'm just going to continue on this train here. I'm going to keep on pile driving. I have a naturalize backed up by a reb. Not going to complain about that. Another portent. I actually wouldn't mind to see them slam it here because I can fight the stifle with the vision charm with the reb. And then if they got some kind of backup, I can... Basically, if I can get them tapped down, I should have fetched while they were tapped out for a green source. See if they want to deal with it here. No, they don't. Okay. All right. I didn't quite cycle Gem Palm Incinerator yet. Just been chilling on that for a moment. That's some crazy snowstorm going on outside my house. A good bit of snow, actually. We just got some snow the night before. Really liked it. I should probably be putting a cover on my scooter. I got a sweet 80s scooter I bought. All right, well, we're flooding lands. That's always what you don't, what you don't want to see in this deck. It's just lands. It's nothing else. Don't worry about it. I wonder why they gave the shrimp trample. Isn't that kind of a wild concept? Triple blue. Oh, flash of insight. Good for them. Good for them. This is a cool deck, though. It's a boogeyman. And I kind of like that about it, actually. Like it's you know, it's not super boring. Probably Gush here. Yep. Up to 11 cards. They get to deal what they want. We just haven't drawn the gas we needed. It's a tough one. It's going to happen sometimes. Craziest part is they're like not that much deeper in their deck than we are. It's kind of wild when you think about it. But now they're in a position with mana that's like extremely difficult for me to deal with. So what I'm going to start by doing is I'm going to hit the Stifle with a Reb. Hopefully they counterspell this. Okay. Then here we're going to try and hit it end of step here. Very nice. Had the Naturalize to help clean it up. Ooh, that's huge actually. I hope we can sneak this bad boy in. Naturally drawing that, it's a gift from the gods I rarely get. Come on. Don't do it. No. Oh, man. Oh, that hurts. That hurts so bad. We needed that badly, too. That was a painful one. I ain't going to sit here in front about it. Another land. Well, we're going to hold it and fake a bluff. Are we going to go coast to coast with Goblin Pile Driver? Just hidden in for one every turn. On the 20 turn plan here. Another gush. Impulse? Oh, I'll flash it Insight. It's probably what they're doing. Yeah. But there's got to be a really good blue-black shell with this deck. Just feels like there has to be. Just like Unearth. That type of stuff, you know? That way your Dreadnought's just 24/7 there. I got a Mega Scry, isn't that what it does, right? Hopefully the card in hand's keeping them guessing. Oh. Just a dirty Pyroblast. No reason. Okay. Impulse. Digging for what they want to find. I respect that. I respect that. Okay. Are they actually black? Are they hidden black in here? What are you doing? What are you doing? Where you been this whole time? Oh no. Oh no. Unbelievable. Hidden black deck. That was crazy. I don't even have anything to Wasteland. Well, they took a turn off the clock though. So you better watch out. You're on an 11 turn clock there. You might think you're powerful, not, but you ain't seen nothing yet when it comes to my Goblin Pile Driver. Gush. Every time they float too, I just assume it's Gush. Yep. They're halfway through their deck right now. It's kind of crazy. Go ahead, check with a duress. Psychotog? What are you doing? Alright, well that's a blockable target for us at least. They can't block us. I mean, there's a strong chance I just can't resolve anything else. The rest of this game. It's kind of a bummer, but, you know, is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. Their card advantage engine is just insanity with this deck. Drop in the War Chief. Okay, they let that one go. I can't be doing no Tog nonsense. I can't be attacking with the War Chief right now. Because I still got Pile Driver to hold down the Tog machine. Again, I think this blue-black shell is pretty dope. What's up? What you like? What you know about Wasteland? All right. Well, they know this close is clear for their not. I've never seen that art on Seikatog before. All right. Little ringleader action. Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. Boom, ringleader. All right. All right. We get it. We get it. Good games. Well, we dropped 0-2 versus blue black Stifle Knot. So power to them. Let's hit the recap. Well, everybody, we ended up going 0-3. Yeah. First matchup was Green White Enchantress. That first game was just, you know, I've said variance so much. I don't even know if it's variance. It could just be deck building. Do we not have enough green sources? Am I not fetching properly? I don't know. We had the naturalized opening hand. We had a way around Worship. We could have easily won that game if we would have found Wooded Foothills. We were literally a turn too slow after the Opalescence. We had everything. We had literally everything. They couldn't lay a block on a Lackey. The Lackey was just going to town, dropping siege gangs and everything. We had the naturalized to take it down to Worship and get the attack in, and it just didn't get there. That second game on that match, that's my fault. I kept the one lander on the strength of, you know, do they make them have it on the swords? They had it. I should have just known. I should have mulliganed. That felt tough. I'm not gonna lie. That first game is how this deck has felt. Like it's almost right there. But second matchup was against Bug Beaststorm. We just got cooked by it. Just an unfair deck I didn't have a sideboard plan for properly. So can't do nothing about that. That's gonna happen from time to time. And the third match was against Blue Black Knot, and felt like we had some decent answers, but they just had a better card advantage engine. I don't want to, you know, anger anybody, but this deck just doesn't feel good right now. It doesn't. This meta doesn't feel like it does well for goblins. And when I play this deck, and here's the thing: this is a tier 1 deck, like maybe high tier 2 right now or whatever. But this is a deck that wins or is at least in the top 8 consistently. But when I play it, I have no confidence that it's going to get me where I need it to go. And I don't know if that's like an internal me thing or just this deck doesn't actually do what we need it to do. And people have rolled high or whatever. Like, I don't know. It's very, very frustrating. I play theoretically much worse decks. I love playing black-white in this format right now. Deck Gael feels like it has tons of answers, just missing on mana a lot of the times. I'm trying to tune that up. The black-white rack deck has felt very good. For my short time playtesting, I think there's a ton of space to expand on that there and really dial in what you need to actually be able to fight. We played against Blue-Black Tog, with the Blue-Black Tog tied actually with that deck, and it felt very good. Like it could still punch. When you're forcing someone to top deck and you're top decking against them and your deck is built to top deck, you feel like you have a lot more options. So I don't know. I think that currently in the meta, from my time playing this deck doesn't have card advantage outside of Ringleader, which is a very tough thing to resolve against a blue deck, which has insane card advantage. And it also doesn't have any hand hate. And I think that's the biggest issue. I think in this meta currently, when there's very, very high population of Stifle Knots running around, when blue, white replenish, the Parallax combo is very good. When just Parallax as a whole is here. And when you also have stuff like Terravore running around, like Oath decks, forcing a top deck is not terrible. It doesn't feel terrible. When your deck's built to win out of a top deck. Or just having answers, you know, like being able to, I wish there was a Mass Tranquil Domain for artifacts, so I could answer it that way. But you saw me try to resolve a Tinker, and it just, I had to run it in naked. I had no other choice. I had to fight other Axii before that. And I used up all my resources. So, yeah, it's really, really, really tough to deal with. I'm not going to lie to you. It's very difficult. It's rather, like, angering as well. It just, this deck doesn't feel great right now. It just doesn't. Like there's no room for error with this deck, and I think that's something that, like, as you know, it's a very tough deck to pilot well. Obviously, I'm not great at it, as we saw through the 3 losses I just had, but yeah, I don't know, everyone. I'm very sorry to the Goblins enthusiasts out there. I'm glad that you have a deck you love. I love Goblins. I do. I don't love this deck, but I love Goblins playing in, like, Ideation stuff. I think it's so much fun. But here, it feels terrible. It just does. This deck doesn't feel good. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm trying to keep a positive mindset, but I have 5 matches completed for week 4 right now, and I am 1-4. I don't know. I'm not getting any better with it either. It's just, I don't know. So I hope that there's people who's going to leave comments down below and telling me what I did wrong or giving me suggestions, because I'll take any feedback. I've begun watching these back, and I see some plays I could have done better, but a lot of times you just hear me complaining that, oh, we're missing green, or we're missing this, or we're missing that. And I hate complaining like that, but it's just how it feels. So give me some feedback. Give me some advice. I'm sorry you had to watch me slog through 3 testing matches where I just got whooped up. But again, you're going to have days like that as well. So it's just a part of it, and it's a part of playing and variance and what have you. So I hope everybody enjoyed. I appreciate you all for watching. Anybody leaves a comment, I really appreciate that as well. This has been 3-2 Brew, and until next time, cheers.